Here I go again. Bonjour, today is Saturday, February 8th, 2025. It is 11 o'clock in the morning and I have just arrived here to Algonquin Park. I'm here at the Peck Lake trailhead, Peck Lake trailhead, and it is only a 1.9 kilometer trail, but nevertheless, I've brought my hiking poles, I've brought my phone, my fully charged phone, all of my emergency stuff, bear spray, the world's loudest whistle, my satellite system. Yeah, might seem like a lot for such a short trail, but no, accidents can happen at any time. You know, I'm still out there by myself, so I treat it the same way I would treat a longer trail. Anyway, yes, so I am still working away on my project of doing all of the Highway 60 corridor trails in the winter because they're so beautiful in the winter. 2 of those trails though, so there are 15 trails total, 2 of those are closed in the winter, Hardwood Lookout and Whiskey Rapids. So that brings us down to 13. In my previous 2 videos, I think it was, I forget the numbers, I'll display the numbers. I've done 6 of those 13 so far, so this will be number 7. All of the trails that are left are really short, so I'm probably going to do a lot of those this weekend. So with no further ado, let's hike the Peck Lake Trail. It's almost 12 o'clock. I'm almost done the trail. It was quarter after 11 when I started, actually. Anyway, I would just like to say that today is absolutely beautiful. It's -7 degrees right now. There's no wind. The sun is shining. The snow is so beautiful. It's so quiet. I am just so happy. I am so happy. So, yeah, I didn't mention already. So, obviously, I'm camping overnight. I've brought 2 different meals. And yeah, I'm just going to try and do as many trails as possible because it's so beautiful. Yeah, that's all for now. So this Peck Lake trailhead is at kilometer 19.2. The next trail that I need to do is at kilometer 39.7, which means I'll pass right by the campground, Mew Lake Campground. So even though it's early and I'm not supposed to show up to my spot until 2 p.m., I'm going to see if perhaps it's already available. So yeah, let's go check out the campground. All right, it is 10 minutes after 1. That was great that my campsite was already available. So I just dropped off my 2 meals and buried them in snow so that they stay, refrigerated but not frozen. Looks like the people before me had trouble getting a fire started. It didn't look like they had cleaned out the fire pit. Anyway, when I get back, I will do that. So I'm here at the Big Pines trailhead. I have only hiked this trail once before. That was April 9th, 2023. I checked my chart. So this is a 2.9 kilometer trail. I will do this one, and then this is at the 40.3 kilometer mark on the Highway 60 corridor, and then I'll go back to my camp spot and have some lunch. Anyway, so Big Pines Trail, 2.9 kilometers. Let's get hiking. o'clock. I've decided that I'm going to actually head back to my camp spot and make lunch before I do any more hiking today. I'm pretty hungry and I'm actually feeling a little bit weak. So let's head back to the camp spot. All right, so I've got my outbound stove, my cooking utensils, my kettle, my thermos. So I'll put some soup in here after I'm done eating. Or no, I'll put some soup in here as soon as it's ready for later. And then, of course, my propane cylinder to cook with. This week, I made for the very first time sweet potato soup. It is so good. It is so good. I will definitely be making this often, and that's what I'm going to heat up right now. The other meal that I brought is a homemade wild-caught venison chili. All right, let's start heating up the sweet potato soup. This table is on a bit of a slant. I actually have a different base that I can use, and it adjusts so that you can, for just this situation, but it's not enough of a slant. I'm not gonna change the base now, but the base that the stove actually came with is not this one. It's the one that adjusts. Let's see how cold this is. So it's not frozen. Pretty cold. Pretty cold. Still delish. Anyway. In my car camping cook kit, I have, a set of cutlery, salt, pepper, can opener. That is a Smith & Wesson knife, a hatchet, one of these fire starter things, and that's it. I'm so in love with this soup. It's so good. So delicious. Oh, I checked the timestamp of my videos. So by keeping this in the snow, preventing it from freezing, and then heating it up on here so it was not at all frozen. Yeah, it was from the time I set the pot on here until now, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Oh my God. I better fill this thermos first while it's hot, and then I will eat as much as I want. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens next. So good. So I'm just wearing a merino wool t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt, and a merino wool hoodie. I brought another like a merino wool thicker long sleeve t-shirt, and as well I have my merino wool long johns for sleeping. But yeah, I was overheating on that trail. So I don't think I'll need any other layers. I think I'm just fine the way I am. But it's funny, you know, it feels like it's so warm out until you stop moving, and then you feel the real temperature. Oh my God, this is so delicious. And yeah, you know, I make my vegan coconut curry lentil stew a lot. I make chili a lot. Spinach soup sometimes. Anyway, I like this soup because it uses coriander. In any of my other recipes, I'm not using any coriander. So yeah, it's a nice addition to my cooking menu. So I was about to start making coffee, and then I saw that gentleman right out in the middle of the lake snowshoeing. So I guess it's fine. I guess it's totally frozen. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Anyway, that inspired me to go for a little walk onto the lake, and then I came back, and I realized that firewood that was here before is gone. Somebody stole it. What the heck is up with that? Oh my goodness. Honest to goodness. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. So the park warden, he was just driving by, Chris. And I was like, do you guys clear firewood like from the spots, like if people leave it? And he was like, no. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so. Anyway, so clearly someone stole it. And then Chris was like, well, maybe whoever took it didn't realize that someone was here. I'm like, my food is here. And even if you think that someone's not there, like, you don't know. It's not your site, so don't take things from it. I'm just so disappointed. Anywho. Smells so good. It's basically like a glorified hot chocolate, but I don't care. It's for camping only. I would never, I basically don't eat sugar in regular life. There's nothing I do Monday to Friday to warrant a shot of sugar. So, yeah. Those sweet and creamy packets, that is solely for hiking trips. Not that I did much hiking today. 2.9 plus 1.9, 4.8. Not a lot. Oh well. Oh well, I wasn't feeling, I was feeling weak. Boy, did I eat a lot of soup. I'm feeling better now, but it's starting to get late. So I think I'm just going to be hanging out here by my at my campsite. And I guess I'll dig out that fire pit next and have a fire. I will pack up this stove. I don't think I'll be using it again this evening. Will I make another coffee? Well, if I do, I'll just have to bring this back out. It's 2 seconds. 2 seconds setup. 2 seconds clean up. What the heck? It is 4:30, so it is 1 hour until sundown. I'm going to start my fire now. The fire pit is all dug out. And just enjoy the fire, drink my coffee, and then, after I'll probably make my way over to the hot tent. The couple, Kyle and Rachel, that I met last week, I know they're up here this weekend again, so maybe I'll run into them there. Anyway, let's start the fire. It is 5:30, so the sun has officially set. It's still quite light out. But yeah, I've just been sitting here in front of the fire. You know, I'm always so proud of myself when I can just sit and do nothing and not feel stressed about it, like actually enjoy it. And really, the only time I can do that is by doing exactly this, being out in nature. And yeah. Yeah, being out in nature, that's it. Hiking, you know, I'm happiest when I'm moving, but yeah, exactly. I'm happiest when I'm moving. So again, to be able to just sit here and be this content, like deeply content, feels really great. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna wait until it's really dark and then I'll strap on my headlamp. This campsite is the furthest so far that I've been from the hot tent. So, you know, it might be a 10-minute walk. And that's fine, that's great. Yeah, I'll head over to the hot tent for a bit. But to be quite honest, I'm content just staying here. I really feel like reading, so yeah, I might go to bed early, like go into my car early and just hang out with Mr. Moose and read. Yeah. Anyway, just feeling very deeply content and satisfied and happy, and yeah. All right. All right, I'll continue to sit here as it gets darker and darker. I will check back in soon. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, last night, lazily, I decided to drive to the hot tent. I ended up getting stuck in the snow. The gentleman who was at the camp spot, you know, where I was stuck, helped me, no problem. So I was like, yeah, Christina, that's a sign. You don't drive to the hot tent. So I brought the car back here. And then that was it. I was like, I don't know. I know I was saying earlier in the evening that, you know, I was content to just stay, like just hang out at my camp spot for the night. But I did want to go to the hot tent for a little bit. But I don't know. Once I got back here to drop the car off, I just crawled in here with Mr. Moose, and that was it for the evening. So that's fine. You know, I'll be back and I will check out the hot tent another time. Anyway, it's 6 o'clock in the morning now, so I am going to make my way to the outhouse, and I think I'm gonna have a morning fire. Yeah. So let's do that. Oh, sorry, one more thing. So I didn't even turn on the the heater last night, my Mr. Heater buddy. You know, this is a good to minus 18 degree bag. Even though the forecast said it was going to get to minus 18, the hourly forecast only said it was that it was going to dip to minus 11. So yeah, this is a good to minus 18 degree bag. I was going right to sleep. You know, I wasn't hanging out or anything, so I didn't even turn the heater on. And yeah, it is 0 degrees in here. So yeah, totally was not necessary to have the heater on. So yeah. All right. Washroom fire. It is 7 o'clock, so I'm really hungry. That soup, the reason I was able to eat so much of it is because, it's a lot of water. It's not very hearty. So I'm really hungry, so I'm going to make the chili for breakfast, and I'm going to do it now. Chili at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's okay. Everything is allowed when camping. Yeah. Okay. And coffee. So that coffee I was drinking was just the last few drops of the coffee I made yesterday. So let's make coffee and chili. So, same as last time, the top, you know, there's a top layer of ice, but nope, the water is not frozen. Maybe I should make coffee first. So I am not even done stirring my coffees and putting the lids on, and I checked on the chili and like, wow, this is so fast. So it really did not freeze at all. This is so quick, and it smells so good. What a breakfast. I can't wait. I've got the heat on the lowest. Okay, I need to put a lid on those coffees. Yum, yum. This is a homemade wild-caught venison chili. And I added in, I was gonna bring cheese to put on top, but I'm like, it's just gonna freeze and be in clumps, so I already added the cheese in here. So yeah, this will be ready soon. Delish. I don't normally add corn to my chili, but I did this time just to complete the protein of the beans, but it doesn't need it because it has the meat, but whatever. Ooh. What a way to wake up. Yeah. The other great thing about Algonquin is, so I finally realized, is every other site is closed. So even though you don't have the privacy of, you know, the leaves on the trees and, yeah, like, yeah, there's no one beside me there, no one beside me there. Those sites are closed. That was another thing I wasn't happy about with Silent Lake is that, yeah, they don't do that. Like you were right beside your neighbors. There wasn't any privacy. There's no hiking really. So yeah, I won't be back to Silent Lake. And I will be back here. I'm here a lot. is 8:15, so I am going to make my way to the comfort station, brush my teeth, and then I will set out for another hike. So I love being up nice and early like this. It's beautiful out. It's just that light snow that makes everything look so pretty. Yeah, I'm very excited for today. So let's get going. It is 11 o'clock. I decided to go into Whitney and have a second breakfast at the lunch bar there. And yes, now I am here at the Algonquin Logging Museum Trail. It is only 1.3 kilometers, so very, very short, but I've never done it before, so I'm very excited. All right, let's hike this trail. Hola. Camp heater. Ooh. What is that? Wow. Oh, where is it? Oh, wow. Look at all the birds here. Holy goodness. Okay. All right, so I really enjoyed that trail. Yeah, it was short, but yeah, all kinds of cool stuff. You know, I didn't really learn anything new, but yeah, very cool, very cool. I enjoyed it, and I earned myself a new badge for my super nerdy hiking badge collection. Yay! Oh my God. Anywho, yeah, that was the very first time I ever did that trail. Anyway, let's do some more hiking. Let's find another trail. Yay. Oh, it is just so pretty out. Oh my gosh. I can't believe. had a viewer, politely suggest that, the best length for videos is 20 minutes. These winter videos I've been making are quite long. And I responded, I said, you're right, and I know, but I just can't stop filming because it's just so pretty. Anyway, yep, it's gonna be another long video, that's for sure. All right, maybe one more trail. It's, I think it's getting close to 1 p.m. Let's do one more trail.
The food web in a lake is very sensitive to changes.
This is going to be my last trail of the day. It is 2:15, so I've been in the park now for 28 hours. So that, oh yeah, that trail, I didn't even know it existed. And it's super short, 200 meters round trip. However, it still earned me another badge. Yay. Am I going to do one more trail? I kind of want to just because it's so beautiful out. I was really overheating on that Beaver Pond trail. There was a lot of little hills. Anywho, I guess I'll decide as I'm driving. So let's get on the road. It is 3 p.m. I am now leaving the park. So on this visit, I hiked 4 trails. I mean, each of the trails were very, very short, but that's all that's left to do toward this project of mine. And I think there are 3 more left. Now, the Booth's Rock one, that's you have to drive 9 kilometers south at kilometer 40.5. that road does not look drivable. Like, it has been plowed, but not as well as Highway 60. So I don't know if the Booth's Rock Trail, and that's a 5.1 kilometer trail, like that would have been, that's a good distance. Anywho, so I did hike 4 trails. This visit had 2 different meals. Yes, I did want to draw your attention at the end of the video when I do all of the credits and thank yous. There's information there. I am doing a 6-date book tour to promote my 2 books. As well, there is the 2nd annual Woman in the Woods group camp coming up at the Pinery, I think March 29th. And that's about it. So thank you so much for coming along on another adventure. Please continue to watch, comment, like, and subscribe. Keep my retirement dream alive of doing adventures like this in nature full-time when I retire in 9 years and 2 months. See you in the next video. Bye for now.